Hello, my name is Kaza. Nice to meet you. This is part of my 365-day daily challenge, speaking English for 30 minutes straight using those set questions. A script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm late. Already 2 a.m. Today, yeah, by the way, today is day 254. Actually, my passion, my my you know my yeah, my motivation, my motivation for university is going down. I hate it. I promised myself to get more than A until I finish, until I graduate from university in this semester, I mean. Yeah. This is a typical phenomena for me. Like in the beginning, it is okay, but in the middle, I tend to get my interest. Yeah, but maybe, I um uh, I'm glad that I can talk about this. Usually I try to solve this problem only on my own, but I just glad that I could speak out to you. Anyway, so from tomorrow, yeah, from today actually, and also my morning routine. I haven't done my morning routine completely. I haven't done. I haven't completed my morning routine for a long time. Actually, it takes like 2 hours to complete it. So that is a problem. If I cannot wake up at 5, I cannot complete it because it takes 2 hours, and I have to leave home uh, around 7 o'clock. So at least I have to wake up at least 2 hours before uh, leaving home, so it's a little bit difficult to accomplish it. But I like you know I like accomplish, achieve, accomplish, finish my morning routine. So yeah, today I actually had a class, but it is not necessary to go to university. Like you can do that online. Like they upload some videos and slides for the class, and I just need to watch those videos and slides. That's it. And it's due to next week's Tuesday, so I don't need to hurry to do that. But if don't do that the decided time, you know, it's hard to do it because you think it is okay whenever you do that. Yeah. But if it is decided to do something at an exact time, you don't miss it. But I missed it today. Yeah, that's my fault, and it won't. It will never happen again. Yeah, it will never happen again. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I always, yeah, I'm really easy on me, on myself, too easy on myself. That's why I'm already 30 years old and I haven't done anything. I also know its meaning is to blame myself, like you know scold myself. That's occurs the opposite effect. Like you will satisfy with blaming, not doing actual thing. So this is completely uh opposite counter, opposite, how can I say, opposite measurement. Anyway, today I attended the advanced speaking English class. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. So we are eight of us, actually, seven of us, and we are talking about news media. Like, how do you get news from? How do you get your news? Like from YouTube or Google or TV apps, something like that. So we talked about that topic. It was fun actually. Like we separated as two groups, and each one had to make or just you can create original news or existing news. Three open. You have to make three topics of news which are also fake or real. How can I say? You have to make three headlines of news that are okay if they are fake or real. How can I say it? Yeah, anyway, so each person made three topics of news, and then we have to choose the three topics in uh, the topics each person suggested. Like, two. So we have two groups, and each groups uh, had to decide three topics from topics each person suggested. Does it make sense? Yeah, I think ChatGPT has to correct my English later. Anyway, so I suggested, I, how can I say, I made, of course, I made three topics, and the first one is Iran war finishes. And the second one is what's that? I forgot the second one. The third one was Mei Nagano. Sorry, I shouldn't say the actual name. Just fake, just fake news. Mei Nagano standed one night with the Donald Trump. It's fake news is okay. I mean, fake news means I could create the topics. I just created, and it's a kind of joke. Sorry for Trump and Mei Nagano. Anyway, Mei Nagano stand one night with Trump. The third one and the second one was the old driving system made it possible. So from next year, we will be able to use old driving system. Yeah, I came up with those three news topics. Then other people also explained the three topics, and we chose the three topics. The first one was, yeah, Iran war finishes, and the second one was Otani becomes a speed ice skater. And the third one was, yeah, Mei Nagano. Oh, I didn't say Mei Nagano standed one night with Trump. I just said Mei Nagano had an affair with some Korean guy. I said that. So maybe the next person or the next person said Mei Nagano standed one night with Donald Trump. So we chose three topics: Iran war finishes, Otani becomes ice speed skater, and the third one, Mei Nagano stand one night with Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean the second one, Otani becomes ice ice skater. So the guy who came up with this news topic, he said, Otani suddenly changed his job to speed skater because he overrated his power. How can I say? He was too confident about his power, so he suddenly changed his job. It's this is fake news. Anyway, so that was fun. Like actually there's no girl who takes this class. Only man takes this class. So all of them are all of us are men. So kind of like it's a relaxing kind of maybe if you are a man you can understand it's a relaxing, just yeah, it was fun. And it's we have to speak English, so I don't need to care about my age or I just focus. I just can focus on the class. That I think it is fun. I like it. Anyway, yeah, let's correct my English. Oh, I learned some words like toshidensetsu is in English. Toshidensetsu in English is like urban legends. Yeah. And Kishakaiken is press conference. I like speaking advanced speaking English class, and maybe we're gonna do some presentation about like TED Talk we must choose after later. My motivation for university is going down. I'm losing motivation for university. My motivation for university is going down. Yeah, I'm losing motivation for university. I'm losing motivation for university. I'm losing motivation for university. Sometimes, I get tired to consider grammar. I promised myself that I would get at least an A in every class in this semester. At least an A. I would get in every class. I promised myself that I would get at least an A in every class this semester. This is a typical pattern for me. Pattern, yeah. This is a typical pattern for me. Pattern. At the beginning, in the beginning. At the beginning. Why is in? Why doesn't in work? How can I? Why isn't it okay for it to go? Why is it okay? Why isn't okay for in? At the beginning, everything is fine, but halfway through,か、そうか。ただの途中は halfway through. At the beginning, everything is fine. At the beginning, everything is fine, but halfway through, I tended to lose interest. At the beginning, everything is okay, but halfway through, I tended to lose interest. Halfway through, everything is fine. At the beginning, everything is fine. I'm glad I can talk about this. Usually I try to solve this kind of problem on my own. I tried to solve this kind of problem on my own. I'm just glad I could open up to you. Open up. I'm just glad I could open up to you. I'm just glad I could open up to you. I haven't fully completed my morning routine in a long time. Wait. What the? I haven't completed my morning routine in a long time. It takes about 2 hours to complete. I don't wake up at 5, I can't complete it. If I don't wake up at 5, I cannot complete it. I have to leave home around 7. It's a little difficult to finish the whole routine. It's a little difficult to finish the whole routine. I like finishing my morning routine. I like finishing, I like finishing my morning routine, but I can't recently. Today, I actually had a class today, but I didn't have to go to campus. You know, I had 2 classes, the second period and the fourth period. I skipped the second period one, and the second period one was online today. So I just, skipped the class. But technically, I should have done that at that time, because it's going to be difficult to do it if I start thinking like I can do that anytime I want. It means I will never do that closely. You've been there, done that. Been there, done that. You've been there, done that, right? I can do it online. They upload videos and slides for the class, and I just needed to watch them. It's due next Thursday. Yeah. So it's due next Thursday. It's due next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. It's due next Tuesday. If you don't do it at the scheduled time, it becomes harder to do later. If you don't do it at the scheduled time, it becomes harder to do later. If you have a fixed time to do something, if you are less likely to miss it. Less likely. You are less likely. Most likely. Less likely. You are less likely to miss it. Most likely. You are most likely to do that. Yeah, I know how to use most likely and less likely. Fixed time, yeah. If you have a fixed time to do something, you're less likely to miss it. I'm too easy on myself sometimes. That's why I'm already 30 and I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. I also know that blaming myself is pointless. I also know that blaming myself, that has the opposite effect. That has the opposite effect. That has the opposite effect. You will satisfy with you end up feeling satisfied just by blaming yourself instead of actually doing something. You end up feeling satisfied. End up, I have to master how to use end up. So you end up feeling satisfied. Just by blaming yourself instead of actually doing something. Okay, I'll repeat it. Let me repeat it. So you end up like, if don't quit blaming yourself if you make a mistake. When you make a mistake, you end up feeling satisfied by just blaming yourself instead of doing actually doing something. You end up feeling satisfied. You end up feeling satisfied just by you end up feeling satisfied. You end up feeling satisfied. You end up feeling satisfied just by blaming yourself instead of actually doing something. Instead of actually doing something. That's completely counterproductive. Counterproductive. 逆効果. Opposite effect. It has the opposite effect. That's completely counterproductive. Today I attended my advanced English speaking class. There were 8 of us. There were 8 of us. There were 7 of us. There were 7 of us. We talked about news media. How do you get your news? Where do you get your news from? We split into 2 groups. We split into 2 groups. Split into groups. Split into 2 groups. We split into 2 groups. Today we split into 2 groups. Each person had to come up with 3 news headlines, either real or fake. Great. Each person had to come up with 3 news headlines, either fake or real. We had to make 3 news headlines, and they could be either real or fake. Each person came up with 3 news topics. We had 3 topics of news. We had 2 groups, and each group had to choose 3 topics from the ones everyone suggests. Okay, let me explain this. So there were 7 of us, and we split into 2 groups. Eventually, we had to choose 3 topics from the ones everyone suggested, and each person had to come up with 3 headlines, either fake or real. So totally, we came up with actually there were 4 of us. My group. There were 4 of us. So we came up with 3 times 4, 12 headlines. We came up 12 headlines, and eventually, as a team, we had to choose only 3 topics from we suggested. We had to. Okay, let me explain this again. First of all, there were 7 of us, and we split into two groups. And there were four of us in my group. And first, each person had to come up with three news topics, three news headlines, either fake or real. And eventually, as a team, we had to choose three topics from the ones we suggested, from the ones everyone suggested, each person suggested. Great. Yeah, I think I explained it very well. The war in Iran ends. Iran war ends. The war in Iran ends. Autonomous driving technology. Okay, great. Autonomous driving technology makes fully self-driving cars possible. Autonomous driving technology makes fully self-driving cars possible. Autonomous driving technology. Autonomous driving technology. Starting next year, we will be able to use fully self-driving cars. From next year, starting next year, we will be able to use fully self-driving cars. Otani becomes a speed skater. He overestimated his ability. Oh, nice. He overestimated. Otani becomes a speed skater. He overestimated his ability. He was too confident in his physical ability. He was too confident in his. I'm confident in my English pronunciation. Only men, there were only guys in this class. Only men are taking class. All of us are guys. It feels more relaxed. Since we have to speak English, I don't really worry about my age. I can just focus on the class. I think it's fun. I like it. In a long time, Carl. I haven't completed my morning routine in a long time. Why isn't in okay here? Why isn't okay in here? Why isn't in okay here? Why can't I use in for here? I've been watching less TV lately. I don't watch TV as much as I used to. I've stopped. I've been watching less TV lately. Most likely. He will most likely pass the exam. Like most likely, less likely is kind of a verb. Okay. It's less likely to happen. Okay, it's not adverb. It's less likely to happen. So it could be adjective. Okay, most likely 福祉 be likely, okay. Less likely. What was if you have a fixed time to do something, you are less likely. You are less likely to miss it. You are less likely to miss it. You are most likely to. You are most likely. If you have fixed time to do something, you are most likely to do it. In a long time. Thank you so much. Sorry for it's been 42 minutes.